Welcome to a TRE session. Here's something new. It's an overhead angle of the standard lying on the back position. So the benefit of this angle is you'll get to see what the side-to-side movements look like more clearly. And here, the angle doesn't show it perfectly, but you can see my diaphragm, my rib cage expanding here. So my rib cage has been opening up a bit in the past day or so. And here's some more of the side-to-side movements that happen very often for me, and you can really see the snake-like motion of the spine going up into the head. Now you will probably experience this at some point if you haven't already. For me, this is the primary movement of the spine. Though everyone's tremoring patterns will be different, and there are commonalities, of course, because we all have human bodies, but our tension patterns will be different based on our psychology and our conditioning. So yeah, you can really see if you look at the base of my neck, where you can imagine it attaches to the skull, to the cranium. This really loosens up that insertion of the muscles into the head, which has given me a feeling of lightness in my head in a very positive sense, and resolved a lot of shoulder tension and neck tension. And my shoulders and neck almost always feel very good now. But you can see the chaotic nature, the sort of asymmetrical nature of some of this stuff. And it's really important to allow the body to unwind in its own way, which is unpredictable and uncontrollable. Here, I'm experimenting with looking all the way up into the top of my field of vision with my tongue out. We have a lot of fascia in the floor of the mouth, in the tongue, around the eyes, and so these are rich areas for exploration. There's an entire field of study and therapy called myofunctional therapy, which addresses tension patterns, imbalances, this sort of thing in the face. And if you ever had chronic jaw tension, you know how important this is. Or if you've ever had regular intense headaches, you know how important resolving the tension in the faces and in the head. So this kind of work, if your tremoring patterns move to your head and face, is very good for these kind of ailments, headaches, jaw tension, maybe even tinnitus, breathing issues. My breathing has improved. I have a very deviated septum. My breathing has improved through the facial changes and also through the diaphragm expansion. A point to be made here, though, is that TRE is not exactly a practice where we have a lot of power to control where the tremors are happening. We have some ability to address specific areas, but TRE is by far most powerful when seen as a technology that will work on its own and resolve all of the major tension in our entire body given enough time. So over the span of 6 to 8 years of consistent tremoring most days of the week, people report that they essentially don't find that they have reactivity, in other words, trauma, or in other words, unconscious tension from the past running their lives at all. they're responsive, and if triggered, it's relevant to the moment, it's appropriate to the moment, and it's functional and adaptive. There aren't stored issues in the tissues anymore. This is from people who have quote-unquote completed their TRE journey. So here we're at 5.5 minutes, and we're coming to some stillness. And it looks to me that was a initial wave of tremors, and then here's one sporadic tremoring movement. And this happens, and this would be a very nice session for the day right here to end here. Although I'll do another session later. And really, if you're a very anxious person, if you have a lot of tension, then I definitely recommend doing longer sessions if you can handle it, if your system is relatively okay with it. I recommend longer sessions than 6 minutes. This is a very short session in the grand scheme of things, but we all have different baseline levels of tension based on our past, based on our natural design. So it's always determined by your personal experience and your body, how long you tremor, how often you tremor. But I do want to give some sort of expectation or standard of what's healthy, what's common. It's nice to have some sort of standards of accountability so that we don't slack off in this practice. We definitely don't want to slack off. We want to do as much tremoring as is healthy for us, because our life will just get magically better the more tremoring we do within our what we can tolerate. And sometimes going outside of our window of tolerance is beneficial too. So here, just being in a sort of meditative state, probably having thoughts here and there, maybe getting completely caught up in thoughts for 30 to 60 seconds at a time, but mostly in an open awareness state. And again, always very advisable to lie down for a while after your sessions. More than this, after this, it's a good idea to lie down for 5 to 15 to 20 minutes even. All right, wishing you all really well in your practice, and I'll see you next time.